Hello folks and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? And whilst I have the final missions completed for Stage 12 of Seriously Serious All-Out Battles to that I am being pushed back, because of schedule and stuff like that. I'm not trying to make any excuses, and just let me know in the comment section down below if you need help with anything. Just let me know. And I will try to get that video out before the others. I have like 5 sitting around waiting to get out, and I just don't have the time to finish them up and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to figure out which one to do first and whatnot. But I digress from what the main subject here is. We have some news in Dokkan Battle, both regarding the GDC celebration, and we have a player survey. But here is a public service announcement. Thank you for your support of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. To ensure the best possible gaming experience, this application is not supported on devices or operating systems that do not meet our recommended specifications. If you're using a device that matches any of the conditions listed below, you may be unable to log into the game. They're not exactly telling us that they're banning anyone, okay? It goes further to say, even if you become unable to log in due to using a device that matches one of the following conditions, you can still transfer your data to a recommended device or a device running a recommended operating system, as long as your account is linked beforehand. So make sure your account is linked. Something I said some time ago, make sure your account is linked to both Bandai Namco ID and to a service like Google Play. Facebook has been bugged for a long time, so if Facebook is not working for you, again, try to find an alternative. It is free and easy to make a Google Gmail account, so that is one way to have a Google account to link to the game, and so you can retrieve it across any devices. So ineligible devices that have been rooted or jailbroken, they've had their operating system restrictions removed. I'm not exactly sure what this means because I've never rooted or jailbroken a device. I'm pretty sure that emulators like BlueStacks can be rooted, and that might disable the application over there. Devices using external tools or unauthorized software. This could be stuff like a bot, an auto clicker, stuff like that, and devices with significantly incorrect date and time settings. So basically, you're using some sort of modified device that is messing with the date and time settings, which, remember that Dokkan Battle does run on date and time settings for both its daily reset for login, its daily reset for missions, as well as its events. So, of course, this is normal to be understood. Furthermore, measures such as account suspension may be applied to players confirmed to have engaged in unauthorized activities, including the use of unauthorized software or modification of game data. Kindly ask for your understanding and cooperation. Examples of unauthorized activities: using external tools or unauthorized software. Unauthorized software would be the auto clicker. External tools would be something like bot. Okay? Modifying game data to gain an unfair advantage in gameplay. Basically, any kind of private server application to anyone's account can get that banned. Because what a private server does is it inputs data on units already that are upcoming, or ready for what's in the game, and then lets it play out on Dokkan Battle script. So that is something to be on the lookout for if you're using a private server. Buying, selling, or transferring accounts. Of course, this has always been in every game's TOS. They don't want you buying, selling, or transferring accounts because you can get a starter account, you can farm it for like 3 days, do all the story, do whatever you can out of it, and then a big celebration, do tons of summons, still have a bunch of Dragon Stones left over, and then sell the account for profit, and it just took you a couple of days of playing it on the side, because Dokkan Battle is a game that you can play alongside anything else you're doing, so long as you're not doing anything else on that same device. You're playing Dokkan Battle. Conducting fraudulent or unauthorized purchases. So this could be like going to a site that is not recognized by the Bandai Namco store or the in-game store for Dokkan Battle. You need to be careful of that as well. Any other actions that violate laws, regulations, or our terms of service. And I'm not going to list their entire terms of service because terms of service are, of course, going to be lengthy. They're there to protect the developers, the producers, etc., etc., etc. So, furthermore, if unauthorized activity in violation of terms of service is confirmed, action such as account suspension will be taken. Once an account has been suspended, the user will no longer be able to log in and play. Please check the terms of service and enjoy the game while following the rules. Now, regarding account transfers, even if an account was acquired through a transfer from another player, requests for account recovery or other related requests cannot be accepted if the account has been suspended. Therefore, please refrain from transferring accounts. So, I don't know if this is going to be something that you can appeal an account suspension and possibly get your account back. There was a instance where a YouTuber was using BlueStacks for streaming because it was easier for him to stream the game. BlueStacks, the account got suspended. He appealed it. He got the account back. I don't know if that's what they're insinuating is like here. And remember, the operation team is not going to be held liable for any disputes between the players arising from account transfers. We do not guarantee application performance when using functions or tools outside the application. In the event that operational issues occur as a result of such use, please understand that customer support will be unable to provide assistance. Now, this is just a generalization of their covering their bases here. They are basically telling us if you're using an external service, and that could be Google Play, Facebook, any of the like, if an issue occurs from that, they cannot be held responsible because it's not something through their own service. That's as far as I understand it, but if you're using the Bandai Namco ID linking, maybe you're covered. Either way, these services should be working fine so long as you're not using an external tool like a bot or BlueStacks, an emulator, or an auto clicker, or some sort of program running alongside Dokkan Battle, helping it to go without you actually playing it, something like that. I believe that about covers everything here. So that is pretty much something to be careful of. This has gone on, quite intensively, so I'm going to cut the video here and do the rest in a separate one, not because I'm trying to get more videos, just to keep things more organized. So thank you all so much for coming to watch. I hope you all are safe with your accounts and have no issues for the most part. And remember, terms of service in games are there to be followed. Otherwise, they can take penal action. Remember, we do not actually own the game accounts themselves. We have the right to use them so long as we follow the rules. So, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you all in the next one, folks. Good luck. I hope your accounts are safe. Goshin, signing off.